Everybody's scared to share their work to start with, but actually even their first work that people are sharing, there's bits in there that I might not have thought of. This one is, you will recognize this, cross-hatching. There's been a lot of cross-hatching across my social media feeds over the last couple of weeks, and it's been so lovely to see that you've all embraced what is essentially something I made up. I just love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic, because you see my final product. You see my final product when I've taken away all the little bits and pieces, because I use the remove tool a lot, and I've cropped it, and I've put a texture on it, and this, that, and the other. So I wanted to show you, and because I didn't want anyone to be under the impression that they were supposed to get my final images in their camera, because I do have some, but they are very few. So I want to address all of you Sony users. You poor things. You can't do it in camera, but everything, honestly, everything you can do in camera, you can do out of camera. My art is valid no matter whether it comes out of the camera, whether I fiddle with it in Lightroom, whether I've put it together in Photoshop. So if I want to create that with the top like that and in camera hasn't worked, I will use out of camera, because that is my vision. And so I think it's perfectly acceptable. There is quite a lot of it must be straight out of the camera. And I don't think it has to be. I think it's easier. It's certainly easier to edit when it comes out of the camera, right? Doing millions of images doesn't make you a better multiple exposure photographer if your images aren't any better. You've got to take the amount of images that you need. And a bigger number is not necessarily the best way to go. I love Budapest. Budapest is amazing. And this is just literally one tram inside the other. I'm a bit obsessed with trams, particularly what I term real trams. The shorter the shutter speed, obviously, the faster you have to move, because normally that would get lost in the background. But because you've made such a small, precise movement, everything looks in place. You can tell each and every building, and you can tell the cranes. The sea also makes really nice Boca that you can use, but basically anything glinted. And I say that with an exclamation mark, but actually the stones, and you'll see in a couple of slides, the stones on Brighton Beach that are covered by the water and then the sun is hitting them, is an excellent way of making Boca. See, even professionals can make mistakes, and I'm willing to show you them. And what I like about cross-hatching is that it produces abstract without being too woolly.